Meeting to order, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Please take your seats. Roll call, please. Ister. Savage. Here. Brocious. Here. Brumbaugh. Here. Troop. Here. There's executive sessions held on December 2nd and December 8th for personnel and possible litigation. I have 3 additions to the agenda here tonight. One comes from the Board of Health, which is us counsel for a state of emergency on the property of 725 Market Rear. 724 Market Rear. The 2025 ordinances for the second reading, and a letter of resignation from Jennifer Martina. Do I have a second to add those to the agenda? Savage. Yes. Brocious. Yes. Brumbaugh.
Yes.
Troop.
Yes.
Ister. Yes. All right, moving on. Public comment. Is there any public comment on agenda items at this time? Any public comment on agenda items at this time? All right, moving on. Approval of minutes and reports, minutes from November 10th and 24th meetings, and reports from the Fire Department, Police Department, Treasurer, Controller, Code Office, Health Department, Parks and Rec, and Planning Commission. Do I have a second? Brumbaugh.
Yes.
Troop.
Yes.
Ister. Yes. Savage.
Yes.
Brocious. Yes. All right, moving on to old business, red light cameras. I know we spoke about this briefly last council meeting about trying to get a camera system on the red lights throughout town on Market Street, 4th Street, Front Street. You know, right now I do have some money in the budget left over from the city administrator from him leaving, about $13,850. So, I mean, I know we're not ready to go with the project, and we're still waiting to get quotes back on all that stuff, but I like to earmark that money into 2026 so that those funds are available to move forward with that project. So, I mean, right now we have an opportunity to do that, and that's what I'd like to do here with those funds that remain. I didn't know if anybody had any comments or concerns. I know, Chief, we spoke about that a little bit here. I mean, as we were throughout the year, I didn't know if you had any comments on, you know, what those cameras can do.
So with the camera, like, are you talking about the red light?
Yes, sir, yes.
So with the red light cameras, it's spoke before and we'll go over different things like that. The grant that we applied for the school, back was $250,000 for the camera project, with the school, that had, we've gotten requirement for that, so that's why we're moving forward. But with the red light cameras, I believe by putting them in where the red lights are through town, it's the middle, it's access to 61 to Moulton. It's also different access, Front Street's taking into Nordic. If you put in that, you know, the entrance and the access of town, mainly keeping on Main Strip. I know with this recent incident we had over the weekend, it would have been a great, great help. But I would suggest having cameras at every red light up through town, and then your exits and entrances. It's going to do a lot. I mean, these cameras that we were looking at with the project, they had the LPR's license plate readers. And there's different things you can do with license plate readers. You can have where you keep all the license plate, you know, the numbers and stuff like that, or you can basically, you know, use purge those records. But having that camera system at those red lights are definitely going to benefit the city and the citizens, you know, and the police department as well. I mean, there's just so many things that go back and forth through there. So whatever you'd like me to do, I definitely look into.
Yeah.
And work with different. I don't know how you guys go about it with bidding or anything like that, but whatever you guys need me to do, I'll do.
All right. Does anyone have any concerns about, you know, earmarking that money? That way we know it's there. Obviously, we don't know how many red lights it may do, but at least it gives us a starting point, at least giving, you know, strategically planning to put those in different locations on those main drags.
Yes, we have them, Front Market, Reed and Market Front. Now we do upgrade. We have the one on South Front Street, and the one there at the pump station that you used before.
Yeah, I don't think that one's one anymore.
No, that's what I mean.
No,
And then we have one,
Yeah, and that's, back in 2013, that big investigation I worked with.
right, and then we have one there at Church Street
Yeah.
pump station. So those there are the upgrades that we could use that money for, but still keep applying for
Yeah.
more.
But I figure like this would be a start that we can strategically, fix those and also, build onto that system.
Yes.
So, any questions on that? All right, so I'd like to, what's this, earmark, reserve?
Reserve.
Okay, I'd like to reserve the remaining balance that is in that line item of $13,850.50 for the camera project for the red lights.
Do we need to vote on this?
Yeah, reserve the money, so it's earmarked for.
It's in your budget, right?
Well, we don't have the numbers we don't have the contract or anything to proceed right now. I just want to make sure the money is reserved that, okay, when we do get stuff back, for example, making this up here, it's $3,000 to do an intersection, all right, that means we can get this many intersections done or decide what is the priority.
They'd be in capital reserve, we'll just have to.
For the capital, yes.
Yeah, okay, so at least it'll be in there and it'll be earmarked for that. So Jim seconded. True?
Yes.
Brumbault.
Yes.
Procius.
Yes.
Savage. Yes. Ister. Yes.
13,850 and 50 cents, we're gonna include the 50 cents. Yeah, but yeah. All right, moving on to new business, these are the additions. Joe, I didn't know if you want to speak of the 724 Market Rear for the Board of Health.
Yes. We've been having complaints about 724 Market Rear for some time. We had previously had the city engineer go out and take a look at it. He couldn't tell from simply the outside whether or not the building was a danger, basically, to the area. We had another engineer come in and take a closer look at it, a structural engineer. He found that it needs to come down immediately because it could come down at any time, basically. And it is immediately adjacent to a route that is directly used by elementary school children to get to and from school. And for that reason, I suggested that it be done on an emergency basis, and that is why they are voting tonight to pass a resolution to have that building demolished by and through an emergency declaration.
All right, questions, anyone? All right, so I make the motion for the 725 Market Rear, 724 Market Rear to be demolished. Do I have a second?
Ister.
Yes.
Savage. Yes. Procius.
Yes.
Brumbault.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
Moving on, the next added agenda item would be the second reading of the 2025 ordinances. Do I have a second?
Savage. Yes. Procius.
Yes.
Brumbault.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
Ister.
And the third edition, the resignation of Jennifer Martina, effective date December 10th. Do I have a second?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Jim.
I'll go ahead.
No, you got it.
Ister. Yes. Savage. Yes. Procius.
Yes.
Brumbault.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
Moving on, resolutions, Councilman Brumbault.
All right, I would like to make a motion to remove 13 properties from the nuisance list. 115 North 12th Street, 125 North 12th Street, 134, 36, and 38 of 745 Packer Street, 203 South 4th Street, 227 South Fall Street, 351 South 4th Street, 457 North 2nd Street, 750 North 8th Street, 833 Line Street, 1041 Line Street, 1106 Susquehanna Avenue, 1249 Market Street, and 1253 of Highland Avenue.
Second.
First of all, Jim, thank you. This is a positive, we're removing instead of putting them on.
Yes.
Ister. Yes. Savage. Yes. Procius.
Yes.
Brumbault.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
Keep going, Councilman Brumbault.
Okay, and I'd also like to make a motion to update the public nuisance list.
Second. True.
Yes.
Procius.
Yes.
Savage. Yes. Ister. Yes. Brumbault.
Yes.
Moving on, Councilman True.
I see pay app applications on here today, but I also see it's down here for the fuel, so we'll just wait till we get all those tables down there.
All right, sounds good. Go ahead, Councilman Savage.
So I would like to make a motion for the approval to advertise the finalized proposed budget for public review period.
Second.
Roll call.
Yes.
True.
Yes,
Ister. Yes. Savage.
Yes.
Procius.
Yes. And keep going.
I'll make a motion to approve the abstracts and vouchers for the general fund in the amount of $103,339.08. Liquid fuels in the amount of $37,538.19. Private grants in the updated amount of $6,695.04. And payroll in the amount of $68,085.36.
Second.
Brumbaugh.
Yes.
Ister. Yes. Savage.
Yes.
Procius.
Yes.
True.
yes.
One more thing, Chief.
Yes, so, Mayor, I spoke with you briefly about this, but basically would like to read to council due to my basically retirement, announcing my retirement. I would first like to say thank you for entrusting me with the department and AV chief for the last 2 years. It has been an absolute pleasure serving under you and all that you bring to the table, Mayor. With that said, I am announcing I will be retiring on February 5th, 2026 as the Chief of Sunbury Police Department. Over the past 23 years, I have grown as a police officer. Review this order. So, excuse my motion. There have been many obstacles, but I can say I've never regretted coming to Sunbury. I have been an officer for the past 25 years total, and believe it's time for me and my family to open a new chapter. Excuse your motion. 25 years as a cop, a lot comes with this position. So, I would like you to know that you have a great group of officers in place. And with this being a young department and years in service, I know that they will grow and will be the shining light of this county. I also would like to say thank you to the City Council and let them know. I also like to say that the City of Sunbury Police Department is lucky to have this group of officers. It has been a pleasure being the chief and watching them grow. I have heard this said many times over the past 2 years that Sunbury is the top department in this county, and I truly believe this, and I will work with the next chief to make sure that this continues. As I said, I'm announcing that I'll be retiring in February, but I will be full access to the next chief for as long as he needs me. I would like to say thank you to City Council for their continued support in growing this department and the trust they have had in me over the 23 years that I've been here. After 25 years, it's just time for me to open a new chapter. I'm very grateful to all of you for your support you have given me past and present. I will work with the next chief to make sure that this is a smooth transition and will be available to that next chief 24/7 with any questions they may have. Again, thank you, and I wish everyone the best going forward. I would like to, basically say, in the 23 years that I've been here, and the 25 years as a police officer, coming to Sunbury was probably one of the best things I did. I was afforded a lot of opportunities. 2008, I was basically put into the detective's position, where I was attached to the Attorney General's office for 2 years. Made over 152 arrests in those 2 years, drug arrests. Also had involved in 5 different grand jury investigations in that time. Were given several citations from the Attorney General's office as well as the FBI. In 2010, I was promoted to corporal. I served in that corporal position for 10 years, which then, in 2020, I was placed into the sergeant's position. Little did I know that in 2023, I had, basically at that point had 21 years on, was looking to go back then, but then was afforded the opportunity to become chief. I took that position very serious, and that council entrusted me with the city and with our officers and the safety of people. And basically, in those 2 years, we've done a lot. Council can look at that, and I can say with the guys and stuff like that, and the women that I serve with, that this group here is a real special group you guys have. Everybody from myself to Tyler Herbster, who is the most recent. We always have a really good group. Of course, there's always the ups and downs that go, with the police department, but I really do believe, and I will say that you have a great police department down there. And I can say over the last 2 years, I mean, just within the last year and a half, we spent, in council, upped our training budget and allowed us to basically, the officers were sent over 57 trainings. I kind of wanted to get into some of that, but I'll save that till January. But the 57 trainings that the officers were sent to over the past year, they have been trained in all types of investigations and things like that. With council's help and with the mayor's help, we were able to basically replace a whole fleet of vehicles, new fleet of vehicles there. We came up with a strategic plan for our Axon cameras, with our tasers and all other things, upgrading our equipment. We upgraded our shotguns to lethal, and I mean, we just really upgraded that police department in the last 2 years. And without your guys' help and support, that wouldn't happen. So I thank you. Okay? And I thank you for the last 23 years.
Thank you, Travis. You did do a lot for us. So,
So, obviously, we need to make this official, so reluctantly but willingly, I make the motion to accept Chief Travis Bremengen's retirement as of February 5th in 2026. And Chief, correct me if I'm wrong, you did say you want to remain part-time after your retirement, is that correct?
I would absolutely like to stay on part-time, just to finish some of the things that, and to help out with the police department.
Yeah.
I like I said, it's a great group. I apologize to everybody for becoming more, it's hard.
Okay. So his retirement date of February 5th, 2026, and then move to a part-time police officer status. Do I have a second?
Savage.
Begrudging, yes.
Brumbaugh.
Yes.
Troop.
Who do you miss, Travis? Yes.
Oshis.
You know what, I'm gonna say no.
Eisner.
But yes.
I got you.
All right, so moving on to discussion, there are no discussion topics. And then some announcements here. Wreath Across America will be taking place on December 13th at noon at the Penn Cemetery Wreath laying ceremony. The next council meeting will take place here on December 22nd. That was, I know we talked about moving the time, right? We have this at 6:15. Do you want to make the time a different time? Oh, no.
5 o'clock, I suggested.
Yeah, okay, so 5 o'clock on December 22nd. So once again, 5 o'clock, we'll have that posted at the time change. City Hall will be closed for Christmas in observation of December 25th and the 26th for Christmas. New Year's Eve free skating will take place December 31st from 1 to 3:30 p.m. The SRI Countdown for 2026 will take place December 31st in Cameron Park starting at 5 p.m. and the countdown to the light bulb at 6 p.m. The public hearing for the adaptive reusage ordinance will take place on January 12th at 5:30, and that will be with soon-to-be sworn-in Councilman Ramos and Jackie Hart. Is there any other announcements at this time? Oh, so the swearing in of the newly elected officials will be January 5th at 5 p.m. and that will be posted as well. And is there any other announcements at this time?
The other thing I'd recommend to you, as we talked about in the work session, is since you're changing the 25th and 26th, so that everybody understands there's not a half a day on the 20th.
That is correct.
But that's your policy, so.
We need to make the vote to make that official.
Yeah, if it's a policy.
All right, so I shall make the motion for December 24th to be a full day of work, and then December 26th to be a closed City Hall.
I don't know whose idea it was, but thank you. Seriously, makes sense for the.
We were all at the same anyhow.
Well, yeah.
Savage,
Yes.
Brumbaugh,
Yes.
Procius,
Yes.
Ister, True. Yes.
And Francis, he is a family man. All right, any other announcements? All right, at this time, is there any public comment at this time?
I want to say, on behalf of the newspaper to Travis, good luck. You're a quitter, but good luck. Honestly, you always answer the call, no matter what. 3 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock at night. So you've been great to us and have become a friend along the way. So unfortunately, good luck to you. Can't stand you after today now, but good luck to you.
Thank you.
So I think he deserves another round of applause. Now on to something else.
Oh, I don't mean to interrupt, I'm sorry, not cut you off, but piggyback off of that. Since the chief is retiring, I'm gonna have them post the venting process for the next chief here. If council would like to know the process, I just printed off what it states on third-class city law, so everyone's aware how that process works. If anybody else wants a copy, there's a copy here. So like I said, we'll have Jeff post that venting process so we can get that process going. So that's all, that was my announcement. And then, sorry Francis, back to you.
And the last thing is that I talked to you a couple months ago about the hospital and the Lerda. Do you have any update on that?
So basically, I know we spoke about that, like I said, a couple months ago, did some research. So, and I believe in 2022, June, I believe, that's when we voted to have the old Sunbury Hospital go into Lerda. So when that does get closer to expiration date, you council will have to revisit to see if we are going to continue to allow them to be tax exonerated or they are going back on the tax roll. So that would be a decision that has to be made by council in the beginning of 2026 to take our recommendation to the county. Yep. Any other public comment at this time? Any other public comment at this time? All right, I adjourn this meeting.